Episode 109 of the Marketing Life podcast. This is Taylor Timothy, your host. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about how to run addiction treatment ads online. So there's a lot of things that are different when running ads for these types of businesses. So I'm going to walk you guys through this. So let's not waste any more time and dive right in. Okay, first things first, before you guys start running for ads for the addiction treatment world, basically I highly recommend that you just go through my checklist first. That's basically going to teach you guys how to make sure your website's set up properly, making sure all your social media stuff's ready, such as your Facebook pixels, all of your tracking and conversions and things like that. So basically go download this checklist. It's in the description and you guys can go follow along and go through that first. But make sure, guys, first that you go through the checklist and make sure everything's set up before you guys even get ads running. The second thing that you actually have to do is get something called legit scripts. So legit scripts, it's really different. You actually have to pay for this. How I look at this thing, I'm always learning about it, but how I look at it, it's like the Better Business Bureau for online advertising online. So literally, this company has teamed up with like Google and Facebook, and they're like the go-to when signing up for this service. So like you can't go to anybody else. It's literally legit script. So when do you need legit scripts? So you guys can kind of understand. Basically, I'm on their site right now, and basically this is when you need legit scripts for addiction treatment facilities, CBD manufacturers and merchants, pharmacy and telemedicine merchants, and supplement merchants. So basically, if you're any of those services, you're going to have to go through this process of getting legit scripts. So I come here on their site for addiction treatment facilities, and there's this entire process that you actually have to go through and prove that you are a legit treatment center. So who addiction treatment certification applies to? So it's an in-person addiction treatment. So anything for Google, Bing, and Facebook. It's basically saying any website application or merchant that provides information about in-person drug or alcohol addiction treatment or facilities in-person or online drug or alcohol treatment other than a private residence or non-clinical setting. So basically, if you fall under that category, you need legit scripts. Mutual support groups, Google, Bing, and Facebook. Any website, application, online form, or merchant that does not offer treatment for drugs or alcohol, but that facilitates interactions between non-professional members engaged in recovery. You need legit scripts. Crisis hotline, Google, and Facebook. Any website, application, call center, chat feature, or telephone number that provides or purports to provide remote assistance or information to individuals who are in recovery or who are seeking information about addiction or addiction treatment, or to any person associated with such individuals that does not identify particular treatment facilities or entities on the site itself. So basically, if you are talking about addiction treatment, basically what they're telling you is and you're trying to run ads, they're going to force you to have legit scripts. So basically, as far as legit scripts go, there's this entire application process that you have to do, and everyone's dying to know this. What is the price? So that's what's crazy is like this company works with Google and Facebook and all those people, and now you have to pay to actually run ads and get their certification. So it's an actual annual fee. If you have 1 to 9 facilities, it's $2,800, 10 to 24, $2,500. So the more facilities you have, obviously, the cheaper it gets. But it's not, cheap. It's $2,800 a year if you have your one facility to get legit scripts. And then on top of that, you're gonna have to pay for your ads and etc. So that's the second step is you have to get this certification. You can maybe try and run ads for a little bit, but I guarantee you at some point you will get shut down. So the next thing you have to do is actually create a strategy. So some sort of strategy once you get legit scripts in place, Like, what can you start doing? So this is what I recommend. The first thing you do is you create some sort of free offer. So maybe it's how I got over this particular drug. Maybe it's a 12-step process that you can download for a free guide or PDF or video series or anything like that. So if you're going to set up those ads, you're going to start getting people to opt in to your offer. The second thing you're going to do is you're going to set up remarketing ads. So you're going to do lead form ads, messenger ads, or lead or just like a conversion-based ad, depending on what you want to do. And you're going to start retargeting these people that have engaged with your ad or have gone to your website or watched a certain amount of your video, and you're going to start remarketing to those people. Now the key is with these leads that are coming in is immediately when someone fills out a form, you need to be calling them and contacting them immediately so they don't go cold turkey on you. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to set up Google paid ads for call-only campaigns. Now, I recommend that you probably run this only in your state. So basically you do a call-only ad for your treatment center, and basically you run these during your business hours. So any business hours, basically from 9 to 5, you're going to be running call-only ads to get direct phone calls to your call center. Then following that, you're going to set up Google paid ads for search. Now you're going to run these ads when you're not running your call-only ads, and you're going to get form fills while people, maybe late at night that you can follow up with the next day. Like I said before, the faster you can follow up with these people, the better. The next thing you need to do is once you have all of this process set in place, you need to be making sure that you're following up with them via email. So you're going to put them into an active campaign, Infusionsoft, MailChimp, whatever CRM you're using. You're just going to be making sure that they're getting emails on a weekly or bi-weekly system, that you're constantly educating them about their treatment center or how you're also going to be helping them through this time in their life. So that's kind of like the whole process of what I would do and what I have done for addiction treatment centers. That's kind of the process that's set in place that I recommend and I've seen great results from. The thing is, you guys need to understand about the addiction treatment world is that it costs a lot of money to be in a treatment center. So let's just say on average, it's $500 a day to be in that center. So just for math's sake, $3,000 a weekish, $12,000 a month to be there. So most people are going to stick around, I would guess, anywhere from 3 to 9 months. So if you can, spend $3,000 to get one person into your treatment center and you can hold them for that long, you're going to be doing okay. So that's a huge benefit of the addiction treatment area, is that you can spend a lot of money to obtain a customer. So if you guys have any questions about addiction treatment, feel free to reach out to me with running these types of ads. And thanks, guys, for listening to episode 109. So, guys, like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. If you're trying to set up this process for a treatment center, a lot of times you can go over and download my course, and I'll walk you step by step through that entire checklist that I talked about at the beginning. And other than that, guys, peace.